Hello and welcome to another turn of Dominion 6. This is the 2025 Lucid Tournament, Round 2, Game 8. Joining me is Arpathius.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, and we are on turn 24. We're gonna, I'm sure, receive another torrent of salt. Let's see.
I just hope we get lots of messages again. It's good hearing from the players.
No, almost nothing. You jinxed it. Way
A
to
lot
go.
more fights. I'll take that.
Are a good number of fights. Okay. Pythium. Still. All right. Did we... Hold on. Within trying to break the siege and failing to do so, he is pretty much dead now. Yep. It's a very tough stop before, but I don't see any way for him back after losing all the sacreds. He is determined to inflict as much pain to me as possible, while Facia will probably get the cap for free. So, this makes sense to me. And, like, if Pythium is going to join the war late, right? As in, you can't realistically expect to beat Pythium and Facia very easily. Facia has already been in this war forever. You started by attacking him, right? It's gonna be very difficult I think, to get Facia to peace out. Maybe if you can crush a Pythium army, you can get them to back off. Which obviously didn't happen.
And he also knew where the Pythian army was going to be, so he could take that fight. Whereas like the Facia army moving around the lake, and I still don't really think he had an answer to the god at all with the foul vapors.
Yeah, could get a seed.
Yeah.
Okay, I have agreed with Facia on how to split up Ind as well as a nap. See, a nap he doesn't capitalize. Pythium, I do not understand you. Although Ind, I guess, is not capitalized this time. I look at the farm north and the plains west of Ind. Okay, so we thought that he was definitely going to get this farm, but this plains is a gain for him. However, he did now have to kill Ind, so it seems more reasonable.
I thought the plains make sense as well.
Yeah.
I think that would have been like slightly aggressive, I think, for Facia to go and cut that off.
Yeah. I'm feeling very contempt in my position. I think we're going for content.
Yes.
Well, not being in the first spot and having a little bumpy road, I have a solid amount of forts and land. My scales are slowly kicking in, and my greed and prison build will soon pay off and open up a lot of magic access once the god comes. In short, I am on track with my game plan. Yeah, I think we said that too. The only issue is the lack of research. Also true, but he should have a chance to sit down and sort of hit the books for a bit. Luckily, Pythium doesn't need much research to be effective with the Holy Communions. Once my mages are back in lab to read the books, be back, to catch up, as well as to be about 6 forts. Yeah, I think that Pythium is in a perfectly fine place to hit the books a bit, take the rest of Ind that's promised to him. Facia will be the one tied up, sieging down the capital, even if there's not much in it. So
yeah, I think if if you think about how a game has to look for someone to, like someone's personal game has to look for them to win, I think Pythium's looks like that. Like he looks like someone that could go on to be in a position to win this, I think.
I agree. I think Pythium's game plan is on track. Oh my god, Satis.
That's a lot.
All right.
That's the biggest message I've ever seen.
Oh gosh. All right. I'm gonna YouTube. You can pause and read it all. I'm not gonna read the whole thing. I'm gonna try and just speed read this and condense it a bit. Generally, the 2v1 on the north. All right, so he's still content not to fight the goblins unless he has to. He does not believe Shinu's statement that he is totally powerless. So,
Shinu seems to say he's simultaneously totally powerless, but also definitely like he's completely confident he's going to win this 1v2. Like he's going to do everything. Everything's going to be really good for him.
Yeah, that's the player. I think that he would say the same thing if he were playing a nation consisting entirely of ham sandwiches. I think that's just who he is. Don't
underestimate those ham sandwiches. Huh?
Yeah. But they did offer a significant chunk of land for free, so we'll just go ahead and take that. Yep. All right, he's got looks like decent information around the rest of the world. So he thinks that he finds this concerning. So this is, Phasian End is concerning for him because it looks like it's going to end quickly. And that's probably the same concern for Naba, right? Right, you just don't want... obviously, you always want your enemies to spend as long fighting as possible, and both those moves make it look like things going to end faster.
Yeah.
All right.
It's not good. But, I mean, he needs to go and fight someone anyway, so...
Yeah. We have 20... Let's see, so what are we going to do?
Well, he doesn't need to, but he has the capacity to go and he's not in any other wars, so it's not that big an issue, I don't think.
Yep. So he says he's going to research. He's concerned that he's getting too big, and that continuing to be aggressive will draw enemy ire. I think that is maybe eventually true, but right now I think that his neighbors don't have a ton of opportunities to come and get him. I'm trying to remember exactly. Right, obviously Shinu's not coming to get him, and that means that, what is it?
Marignon?
Yeah, Marignon's not either. And that means that it's Naba and Peren. Maybe he thinks that Naba is going to kill Peren so quickly that it could be a problem. But I think that he mostly still has a lot of freedom of action before he's going to get too much of a coalition.
I think so. This could just be like a really long-term issue. Worry that he's got.
That's true. Furthermore, we attempt to upgrade our forts. We feel we built one too many. He does. Like we talked about, he has a ton of palisades and not a lot of fortresses. And from an efficiency standpoint, right, you still have to pay for the lab and the temple, even if you're only getting the one command point to produce a mage.
Yeah, I think part of the issue we had with this was he built some forts and then he got a bunch of those thrones and then he wanted to fort those, so he didn't
Yeah, I think that is part of it. All right, he is trying to get... does he have another fort underground too? He's going to try and recruit Cinecephalians for those extra randoms, which is pretty great. And yeah, he's pointing out that right now he's got a ton of mages that would be useful, but he can't do yet because of the miasma. So he's got to wait on those. Perhaps we shall also summon a great many shadow spies, since we have no spies who can survive the miasma. And indeed, not a single province we have captured allows us to recruit spies at all. And he's going for Mother Oak. So Mother Oak is Alt 5. All of his research goals he mentioned up here are enchantment.
Yeah, and construction, I guess, as well, yeah.
I think he doesn't need construction, right? Isn't the dragon going to be able to do it?
For the potion of healing?
Oh, well, I think that's a long-term thing. The potion, that's really far away.
Oh, is it? Okay, no, isn't it? Yeah.
It's like construction 7 or something.
Oh, really?
I could be wrong. We can check. I think it's very high up there, and it's really expensive. Okay.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Sure.
All right. Let's do Naba Peren first because they're the first battle. All right. The field army takes out PD. Is that on? Okay, that's not on Peren yet. Here's the battle on Peren. Is it a scout ping or the scout ping on Peren? So he did not try and lock it down, although it would have worked.
Yeah, I think it would have worked. I don't think there was many worlds where Pyrene was patrolling with everything then.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, you never know. There are players that would, so
there definitely are people that would, right? All those Peren doesn't have a lot of troops, right?
But I think he would have just killed it. I think he would just have way more stuff than that would
it depends on what Peren has researched. I think that there are some configurations where he could win. And having
there's some thug things he could maybe do. Or
there's some thug things. If you just had Evo 4 or even Evo 5 and Blood 3, he could win. It'd be expensive, but he could win.
Yeah, maybe. He's definitely got the blood research. We know that.
Yes, yeah, because you could do if he just does a pain transfer Sabbath, right? Again, it'll cost him a bajillion slaves, but he'll turn all of his Sorgina into, each getting to cast 10, 15 Thunderstrike, some absurd number of spells. And he's got, that would help him with the extra chaff to stand there and not get blown up.
Yeah, he could do Blood Rain as well, and that might be better.
Blood Rain is blood 6. Probably doesn't have Blood Rain.
Okay, sure.
But he could do like some of the clouds maybe. So I think there were some options.
Yeah.
Looks like Nabaz also headed underground. Little raiding party. Nothing here. Nabaz is moving very quickly through this territory. Some good old camels. I think the camels are going to win because this is really trashy PD. But there are definitely some PD kinds where I think 5 camels lose.
Yeah, I could see the camels losing.
Yeah, Nabaz routed. Okay, so this one did not work.
Yeah.
Okay. So that one didn't work. But he did put this fort under siege. This one remains cut off. Oh, Paren attacked and I missed it. That would be this one. Interesting. So Paren did what feels like the worst of both worlds. He sent someone to ping the god. So if he wanted to returning the god, could have.
Yeah.
Quicken self on the god also I don't think does anything, right?
Nope.
But the god did end up making a lab, so it's fine. He'll be able to teleport from here. But giving him an opportunity to do that seems a little dicey.
Yeah, I mean it's going to build a lab anyway. So
yeah.
And maybe he was like thinking the army might move there, and then he'd see what it's doing more with the ping. I'm not really sure.
Maybe, yeah. No, I mean there's some reasons. Yeah. Okay, I mean, he's moving. He got the underground province. It looks really bad. Paren needs to do something big here.
Yeah, what do you think about Nabar's choice to move on that bottom fort?
I don't like it.
Yeah, he can't really go. The only place he can go from there is the cap, isn't it? So,
right.
Yeah.
His movement options are down. He didn't one turn pop it.
Yeah, because the only thing that really threatens you a lot is like the stuff that's been recruited in the cap, like the stuff recruited in the forts.
Right.
Apart, I guess, like the Sorgina definitely, but you can get them in the cap as well if you wanted them anyway. So. Yes.
Yeah. I don't love it. I think he would have been better off not doing that, but
maybe he's thinking he wants to cut off Pythium more. I don't know.
He already did.
I mean, it is a nice province. It is.
Oh yeah, obviously you want to get it. It's a huge province.
Yeah, I think going for the cap there was the play, unless he thinks he's going to get something that's going to make the fight easier.
Yeah, that's true. It's hard to know what magic.
He could have glamored units that we can't see as well, I guess. So
yeah. Well, I mean, it's not magic because there's no. I mean, yes, I guess he could have some stealthy stuff. There's no mages that are with the army right now.
Yeah.
So, I think
there could be some Malakar that are going to come next turn or something. Yeah.
Could be. I don't think we've seen any Malika yet, but that's how Nabal works. Yeah, I think we should. I think he would have been better off going on there, but maybe this is safer.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see if we have anything. Pythium attacks into inn with just a scout. Nobody home, but enough to beat a scout.
I like how you still chose to check after you said
what was... There was one that I...
Yeah.
The retreat one.
Is this... Which province is this?
The Wold. Where is the...
Still quite a... There's a decent amount of stuff still there, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, that's west of his cap, so that's... Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good amount of troops. Are these major? No.
Is that a PD dump, then? Is that...
Shouldn't be. There's no way you get all 3 of these separate units as PD, I don't think.
No, but I don't know. It just looks like a load of stuff that's like separated.
I think this is the
no,
PD.
I don't think it is a PD. It's just weird that it's like in these different
Yeah,
clumps.
I would agree. I think that the spacing is weird, but I
Yeah,
don't
I mean
think
he's looking to catch something there. Like he's got
yeah.
more mages than well, not more mages, but more like cat mages than he brought to that other fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. And then we've got Fascia.
I mean, that would have surprised me if I like had moved. Like I would have, potentially moved some stuff in there and
Yeah, lost some
like
stuff.
Pythium to get that, and it could have killed a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Lizards. Getting zapped. Did kill an Orichalcum. Okay. So, yeah, that is west of his cap. But this army, this army, though, I don't think seriously threatens this.
No.
Although, maybe if was unable to replenish his communion.
I don't think it does.
But I don't think that that's going to be the case. I also kind of think he's going to move home to defend versus Fascia.
Unless he's kind of just like riding out with everything and he's kind of done.
Yeah, there's more troops over here too. Probably going to go... Yeah. I don't know who owns that underground.
He's able to get a lot of those Emerald Guard on.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah. I'm disappointed that there was no attack here.
Yeah, is he just sight searching with his Telkin now? Is he like... He's done his job, he's like...
I mean, that makes some sense. You don't want to like this army has a bunch of mages, right? So he's not bringing the Telkin because all these mages get gassed, plus the light infantry. So I get that, and you don't want to put him somewhere that's important to you. Although this is 10k, because he'll obviously pop kill stuff.
Yeah.
But all right, I mean, this war I think is over. Some question.
Yep. Although Int having a bit more stuff left than I thought they'd had, but
yeah. I think.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on to the. Let's say Shinyama is the aggressor here with a bunch of Bakemono into Deer Tribe. Sometimes the Bakemono break, but I would generally expect them to win this fight.
Yeah, I'd expect them to win, but there's always a chance.
There's always a chance, but today is not that day. All right, +1 for Shinu.
Pretty good PD type for them to fight.
Yeah, another nice little raid. Definitely going to beat the 1 PD here. And then Marignon with some knights should be fine against Bakemono.
Yeah, there was a chance that Shinyama like put a bit of PD dump, like not dump, but like put a bit more in here to.
Yeah, if this is
a win, but unlikely to against 5 knights in a.
Yeah, I don't remember. Does Shinu get the friendly PD type if they're a Bakemono? I assume they do.
Yeah, they should. Yeah. And it's in a cave, so there's like but it's you'd have to put quite a lot in to catch that out.
Yeah, that's true. Another ping from Machaka. She's just PD. Shinu headed out against Machaka with... Oh, all right. This is our thug.
Okay.
He's got this is the same as we saw before.
Let's just see if this is actually against an army or if this...
That's fair. Yes. And the god.
Okay.
It is against an army. So this is make or break. Like this is where...
Okay. This is interesting then.
Shinu's done a lot of talking. Let's see if these pay off. Personal Iron Skin, Temper Flash, Regen. All very nice.
Yeah, should we watch what happens with the buffs here, and then we'll go and watch what the god and stuff is doing for Machaka, and then we'll see the fight.
Yeah, Blessing and Enlarge is helpful. It's really nice they fit in 1 square. There's not nearly as much of a chance of your guys being really dumb. All right, fire should get. So the first thing I'll point out, right? So Shinyama is doing this in a way that this Uba is like guaranteed to die, right? If you do 2 spells and retreat, your mage has a chance of escaping, but 3 spells is too many.
Yep.
So that means that this kind of thing is not super sustainable, especially now. It is twice. It's enlarged. Yeah. the Nature 2 is required to do the regeneration buff, and Nature 2 is not guaranteed on these Uba. So they are a precious resource to spend. Now, you have to spend stuff to win, and like if this wins, obviously that can be very worth it. But just
so what were the three spells that the Uber did?
The Uba did...
Gift of the Serpent as well? Is that
yeah,
the last
Gift of
one?
the Serpent is the third. So Enlarge and Regen are your standard ones that
you
do.
definitely want them, yeah.
And then he did Gift of the Serpent instead of saying... Like, Moss Body's a lot worse nowadays, so I get it. Gift of the Serpent going to help with poison, which you are going to need for these spiders.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense then. I think it's... Yeah, that's definitely worth it, the death poison.
Yeah, you need it. I'm just pointing out that it does make the... And there's the Moss Body, which it's not going to get to.
Yeah.
He did get quicken self off,
yeah, can we go see what the god is doing for
Sure.
Machaka?
It was here, I think.
We can also see how much HP it's got.
All right, here's the god. Summon Earth Power, 136 HP. Spiders kind of all over the place. And they don't...
Not a ton of HP for the god, to be fair.
No, they didn't all get blessed. Like, none of these are blessed. And it doesn't... It's doing Nest of Salamanders. It doesn't seem like there's a Divine Blessing coming.
No.
So, I think all of these are going to be
this
unblessed.
is not great. Yeah.
Which, yeah, is not great.
So what has the god done? What's he cast? What's he doing on himself?
All right, let's check the god real quick. So he's got a GSS.
He's got a bug kit.
I expect he will chop directly through the thug. The only annoying part is that he is not large enough to wade through the spiders. And so he'll have to wait for the spiders to get out of the way.
I think he just got bigger.
He did. He cast enlarge on himself. But it's still... The spiders are still too big.
Oh, were they also 10? I thought they were 9.
Well, you have to be 3 higher to wade.
Right. Okay.
So...
Yeah.
Okay, so these guys...
A lot of stuff here, though.
Yeah, these guys are suffering a lot while unblessed. I mean, some of the... Yeah, because they're on fire. They are not
The
fire
region
shielded.
would have helped a lot.
Yeah, this is a... Not... The script here is definitely a bit of a miss. How's our Bakemono doing? He's lost about half his HP.
He's very poisoned.
He's very poisoned, which means that his defense is going to 0.
Yeah, I mean, he's already lost half his health, so... It's not...
And his attack is going to keep going down as he takes more poison. Now, he's about to die. I'm sure that
he's not even going to kill that much, I don't think.
Yeah. What Shinyama will tell you, right, is that the alive version is much worse than the dead version.
Yeah. This is good, really. Yeah.
But I don't think that trading this Uba for even these 11 Black Hunters, I don't know. I don't know if he can do that. Like, it's in theory, right? It's a great gold trade, like 100%, right? It's a good value. I just don't know.
Yeah, losing all the gear because you haven't got that many gems.
Right. Yeah, he did lose the gear.
Although he said other people were forging him stuff, so
that will help.
He has to pay for it.
Has to pay for it somehow, and I do think that the most valuable thing he lost here actually is this N2 Uba because I think it's 1 out of 3. Let me double check real quick.
4.
Might be 4. Yeah, 1 out of 4.
Yeah.
So like, he just can't have that many.
Yeah, I mean, he could just give it some nature gems.
No. You have to give it a nature gem to make it work at N2.
Well, you can still get the regen.
No, you can do the enlarge.
You
can't do the regen.
Yeah.
Regen is an N3 spell.
Yeah, you'd need a Thistle Mace from somebody, wouldn't you?
Yeah. So I think that's gonna be the biggest.
I mean, that was bad. I think that was bad. He was hoping that would do a lot more.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's definitely not doing like his stated goal of like beating everything. So
no. Again, I think that we will get a message next turn that says that this is an acceptable result because now it's undead and it's going to do better as undead, which it will, right? It's not wrong. It will do better as an undead. But
yeah,
I think if you were going to do it that way, then the Uba maybe shouldn't be doing the death poison bit. It should be trying to get away. Is my opinion.
Yeah. I'm not even sure that they really helped him that much, to be honest. They got so much poison
Yeah.
I think you're only surviving that poison if you get like the 25 poison resist from being undead.
Yep.
Or whatever it is.
Yeah, here comes the Dargon. I missed. Oh, there it is. Hey, I like the dragon's
Look at that hero
chances.
rushing in there.
He's gonna take him.
Yeah. Gonna get one good hit into the fence.
Here is the Shinyama army. Going up against, looks like Fort PD. So it looks like he may have attacked
I think this is
into
the
Mary.
throne where the main Marion army was, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. And here's another one. Alright, here's another Machaka force. This one does have Divine Blessing, and this one has a metric ton of crossbows.
I'm not sure they're crossbows, are they? Oh, they are crossbows.
What are you
He's doing venom arrows on them as well.
Yeah. I wonder if these guys have... Venom arrows, I don't think costs a gem. So I think these guys are going to do something else. Probably swarm, maybe, in an actual fight. Okay. So, let's see where we're at. Shinyama has one turn popped Marignon's fort, because the Marinese army has retreated out of it.
Could see a fight on top of their next turn then. Because he's got a decent force there now, 410 guys.
Yeah, comparable number of guys. Decent mage, obviously like a good mage commitment from Shinyama. And that's a lot of die box. That is a lot.
It is a lot, yeah. We don't know how many knights and stuff Marignon has. Like, one knight is like quite a bit better than a Dai Bakemono. But 2 Dai Bakemono is probably worth 1 knight, I think.
Yeah, and it also depends. You need to have enough knights to essentially take up the whole line. Because once...
Yeah. I think he has that, but I don't think he has much depth behind. Well, he didn't before, but I think he's brought more stuff up. So
yeah, you need some depth too. But I think if you let the die box outnumber you on the line on the edges, you're going to be in real trouble.
Yep, the box formation he's using is going to be a field day for the crossbow, though.
That's true. He could switch it though. Like he doesn't have to keep using it.
No. He could definitely switch it, but if he keeps it, that's not gonna be much fun.
Okay, so he has made up a lot of ground on the Marignon side. He's raided back most of what he lost, except for some of this underground. And the lake. But he is losing ground to Machaka over here, and then obviously he had to make concessions to Satis. So let's just take a quick look. Where is he? So he actually was neutral this turn. Which in a 2v1 where you also gave up provinces is not too bad.
Yeah, I mean I think this is basically, apart from, not doing more in that fight we saw with the sorcerer, this is basically going how strategy was planned to go.
Right. We need to see.
Although I think he was hoping to already have had a fight with Marignon.
Yeah. Yes. That is the problem here, right? If the sort of alliance holds strong, right, Marignon can take losses with the expectation of getting a big payday at the end, assuming that everybody sort of holds to their agreements.
Yeah, he can also trade space for time.
Right. He has time that Shinyama doesn't have.
Yeah.
Shinyama wants that fight, so we can win that fight, so he can head off and do something else. And it doesn't look like they're going to let him do that. To some extent,
I actually feel like it's probably less for Marignon than the Nations, but that Citadel is maybe a bigger, or at least as big a prize as the capital, Shinyama, for people to take. So if he misses out on the cap from having to move back or whatever, it's not as big a deal for him.
Yeah. All right, so Machaka still in the lead on provinces. Satis bumps up. Pythium is neutral. Betia bumping up. Ind on the way down. Paren is really on the way down. We're not seeing the counter rating, and it's hard to counter raid Navas. So I get it, but we're not really seeing the counter rating game out of Paren that I think we would need for him to survive.
Yeah, it's it's very tough when A, you're against all this glamour, and B, you're like Nabar is so keen to fire that missile, and you just send
Yes.
some raiders out, and that just
Yeah,
is
you need.
is never gonna have a chance.
Yeah, you need an answer. And it's
Yeah, I
tough.
mean, it could maybe work. If he had a couple of like thugged Ackerbelts with like stuff designed to kill the gods, and he like
Yeah,
sneaks them in and
Smasher.
yet uses a bait, that might be something. But
It is. Yeah, I think it's doable with enough research. I don't know what research he has. He is, he's it's pretty close in research. I don't know what research he has access to, but yeah, acrobelts with either shatter or with smashers could definitely get the job done.
yeah, it's like a couple with smashes, and like you hell power them, and they
Yeah,
just rush in with
hell
the
power
PD.
is risky, of course, but
Well, yeah, but I think you're already like he's in hell power using territory like liberally.
well,
I think
yeah.
at this situation.
Yeah, I didn't even mean in terms of like long-term risk. I just mean even in the one fight, the number of horrors you summon can be problematic, right? A lot of them have like either armor piercing, armor negating, or just like a soul slay effect.
Yeah, but would they ignore the god for Nabar, or would they still go after it? Is it mindless?
I do not remember if it's mindless, but luckily, Perrin pinged him, so we can check.
Because I think they still have a chance. If it's the only thing left on the battlefield, I think they still have a chance to attack, even if it's mindless. But sometimes they'll just leave.
Yeah, it is not mindless, so it'll get attacked.
Okay, so even if you
well.
summon some horrors, like that's not the worst thing.
Yeah, it'll get attacked as well. But all right, so no huge fights this turn. We'll see. Well, we got another. Let's see. We'll need another chance for. So this fort also doesn't have. Like these two forts don't have the ability to produce mages either, right? There's no lab temple. So he only has currently 2 forts to produce his mages out of. And the
Uber you don't need a temple for, so you'd only need to make the lab. But yeah,
right, but he doesn't have the lab either.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So again, I just don't know how many cracks at it.
I mean, he'll definitely have at least a couple more.
Oh, sure.
At the two, so
we're gonna need to see a big play out of it. So, and it's hard to know how successful he expected this to be. Maybe this is what he thought he was gonna get, but it was also went better than it should have.
I think surely he was hoping it to be more successful than it was.
Yeah.
Especially considering the stuff didn't get blessed.
Yeah, it went better than it should have.
And like a small amount of them rushed in before the rest and stuff. So.
Yeah, I don't think that Machaka was expecting it here, because it doesn't look like he scripted for that kind of thing.
No.
But okay, all right. Do you have anything else for this turn?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Do you think we'll get some fascia vulturing at some point?
I think if Shinyama starts
like this one,
but they're losing a lot of stuff, then I could. I mean, they'll want to. Like, some of that stuff used to be theirs, right? But
it did, yeah.
Yeah, we're not seeing a lot of troops from Fascia.
No. I think he's got to finish up here first, but
he's still got to finish his meal before he moves on to his next one.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for joining me.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
Yeah. Thanks everyone for watching. Hope to see you all in the next one, and have a great day.
See ya.